Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nursyakirah binti Ridzuan and my matric number is 2112324. So in this video presentation, I will show you the IPv4 and IPv6 configuration. So the first thing I do is I will give the first end device an IP address. So we go to the section A, IP configuration. So the IP address for section A, PC number 1 is 192.0.0.2. The subnet mask is the same for every device, which is 255.255.255.224. And the default gateway is 192.0.0.1. So for the second PC in section A is 192.0.0.3. Section B, IP address for PC number 1 is 192.0.0.34 and the default gateway is 192.0.0.33 and the subnet mask is the same. And for the IP address for the second PC in section B is 192.0.0.35. Section C, the IP address for PC number 1 is 192.0.0.66 and the default gateway is 192.0.0.65. And the second PC in section C is the IP address 192.0.0.67. The default gateway is the same, which is 192.0.0.65. For section D, the IP address for PC number 1 is 192.0.0.98 and the default gateway is 192.0.0.97. And the last PC is the default gateway is 192.0.0.99. And then I will give the IPv4 address for the router. So since that the connection is S030, so the IPv4 address for the left router is 192.0.129. The subnet mask is the same. For the right router, since the connection is S030, so the IPv4 address is 192.0.0.130. Next, I will do the IPv4 configuration. So we start with the left router. Enable conft, and then since that the connection between the left router and the section A is G00, so int G00. And after that, I'll put the default gateway of section A, which is IP at 192.0.0.1 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. No shut, exit. And then the second one is the connection between the left router and section B, which is G01. So int G01. And then the default gateway for section B, which is IP at 192.0.0.33 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. No shut, exit. And then the connection between left router with the right router, which is S030. So int S030, and then the IP address for the left router, which is 192.0.0.129 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. No shut, exit. And then I do the IP route to define the static route for this opposite destination network, which is section C, D, and right router. So IP route, and then the IP address for section C, which is 192.0.0.64. The subnet mask 255.255.255.224, and then the IP address for the right router 192.0.0.130. Next, for section D, IP route 192.0.0.96, and then the IP address for right router 192.0.0.130. Then exit. And I will do the same thing for the right router. So enable conf, and then since the connection between the right router and section C is G00, so int G00, and then I'll put the default gateway for section C, which is 192.0.0.65, then 255.255.224. No shut, exit. And then the connection between right router and section D, which is G01, so int G01. And then the default gateway for section D, which is 192.0.0.97 and 255.255.224. No shut. And the connection between right router and left router, so int as so since the connection is S030, so S030, and then the IP address for the right router, which is 192.0.0.130, and then the subnet mask 255.255.255.224. And then no shut, exit. And then same as the left router, so which is the IP route, I'll put the IP address in section A, which is 192.0.0.0, and then the subnet mask and the IP address for the left router, which is 192.0.0.129. And then for the IP address in section B, IP route 192.0.0.32. Then the subnet mask and then the IP address for the left router. Sorry, there is an error. 129. And then I'll do the ping with any PC. For example, if I want to ping this PC in section A with this PC in section C, so ping 192.0.0.66. So it's okay. After that, I will give every device the IPv6 address. So the IPv6 address for PC1 in section A is 2001 B8012 over 64, and the default gateway is 1. So the difference is for section A, this part will be 1. For section B, this part will be 2. And C, this will be 3, and D will be 4. So for the first PC, this will be 2, and the second PC will be 3. So the default will always be 1 for every PC in every section. And then I'll do the IPv6 configuration. So we start with the left router. Enable conf T. So the connection between left router and section A. Int G00 and put the IPv6 address section A, the default gateway. And then for the second connection with section B, int G01. So the default gateway of IPv6 in section B. Since it's section B, so it will be 2. No shut, exit. And after that, for the connection between the router, so int S030. So the IPv6 address for the left router is 2001 B8 0 5 2. No shut, exit. And then do the IPv6 route for this. So IP route v6 route. And the IPv6 for the right router. 0 5 3. Then IPv6 for section D. Four 0 64. And then the IPv6 for the right router. And then I put the IPv6 unicast routing. And then I will do the same for the right router. Conf T int G 00. So the IPv6 for the default gateway for IPv6C at section C. V6. No shut, exit. Then for this connection, which is G01. So the default gateway of IPv6 in section D. 0, so because it's section D, so it would be 4. 64. No shut, exit. And then for the connection between the router, it's the same as we done in the left router. So the IPv6 address of the right router oh sorry, there's an error. Forgot to put add. 0, 5, 3. No shut. And then do the IP route for this site. So 2080. Since this section is 1, 0, 64. And then the IPv6 for left router 2001 B8 0 5 2. Oh, sorry, I forgot IPv6 road. And then for section B, and then IPv6 unicast routing. Finally, we can ping. So for example, I take this PC. I try to ping it with this PC. So ping 2001, so the IPv6 address for this PC. 0, 4, 2. So succeed. So if I try with other PC, for example for this PC, zero, 3, 3. So it also succeed. So that's all for my presentation about IPv4 and IPv6 configuration. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.